Hello everybody, Carolyn here. Today I'm going to be doing a video. I didn't know what I wanted to post today, so I decided that I'm going to film my BTS collection because Butter came out yesterday and it's a bop and I love it, and so I feel like this would be a good time to go through my BTS collection. I did do a video like this a long time ago and it actually still gets comments pretty regularly. I did it about 2 years ago and my collection hasn't changed too much, but I think it would be fun to update still since we've had a few releases since then. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So if you don't know, I have been a fan of BTS since debut. So I do have their first release, which is Too Cool for School. So yes, and yeah, let's go through my favorite songs real quick. I love No More Dream. I remember when No More Dream came out and people were obsessed about it, or they hated it. It was a very mixed opinion, but I was this is a bop. I also love We're Bulletproof Part 2. Super great album. So yes, there's this. Next we have Oh Are You Late Too, which has No on it, which is one of my favorite title tracks from BTS, at least the earlier eras. So yes, I love this album. It is a little damaged. I've moved a couple of times with this album, so you can see little wears and tears here, but I absolutely love Coffee and We On, and Are You Happy Now is a really fun track as well. So yes. The next release is School Love Affair. So I have this normal edition here, and I absolutely love this album as well. Boy in Love is probably one of the tracks. Actually, I think it was this. No, that really was okay, I think BTS are going to be a favorite group of mine, but we have Boy with Love, which is amazing. We also have Tomorrow on this album, and Jump is so fun. I haven't listened to Jump in forever, so I really like this packaging as well. And then for the longest time, I didn't have the limited edition of this, special edition rather, but they did a reprint recently, and so I was able to get the special edition of this album, which is really nice because it's been an item that I've been wanting in my collection for so long, so I'm super happy to have it. After that was Dark and Wild, so I loved this full album. Danger was the title track for this. Just a classic. I think a lot of people, when I listen to BTS's new songs, sometimes I forget what their music used to sound like, and it still is very BTS, but and it's completely normal for your sound to change over the years, but I'm just looking for the track list. But amazing. I really like their music back then. I really like their music now, so I personally do not have anything negative to say about either era. 24/7 Heaven is on this album. Just a really pretty album. I love the scribbling on the lyrics in this book. So pretty. Oh, we're gonna go through photo cards and everything at the end, so that's why I'm not doing any of that now. Next we have In the Mood for Love, Most Beautiful Moments in Life series, which is one of my favorite eras from BTS. So I have part 1, I have both versions of this, and then I also have a Jin signed copy. People always ask where I get this, but back in the day, BTS used to do M-Wave signed albums, so it was a lot easier to get signed albums from them. I believe either this era or the next era was the last time they did M-Wave, and yeah, but I joined an M-Wave group order, and my bias is Jin, so I really want a Jin signed album, and I got one, and it's one of my most prized possessions. I literally love it so much, so yes. Oh, I didn't even go over songs. I Need You is probably my favorite title track from BTS. They have yet to beat I Need You for me, and that's not to say that I dislike everything they've released after this. I just love I Need You so much. So nice. Converse High, oh my god, a classic. A classic release from them. And then we have part 2, so I have both versions of that. I don't have a signed version of this. Butterfly is really nice. Bopsa is on this album, which is really nice. Run. Oh my gosh. so amazing. I love the covers of these as well. They are super pretty. Then, of course, we have Young Forever. So I have both versions of Young Forever, both the day and the night version. Yes, this one has suffered a tiny bit of sun damage, but that's okay. And yes, this was just a combination of the two albums that I just showed you. There were a couple of new remixes and alternate mixes and things on this. Super nice. And that completed that trilogy. So then we move to Wings. So for Wings, I have 2 versions. I am aware there's 4 versions, but for this release, the photo books only had certain members in them. And so I ended up buying, 4 was a lot for me at the time, so I ended up buying the one that has Jin, and I think it's Jin / the group version, maybe? Yes, I think it's Jin / the group version. And then this one, I believe, is Namjoon and Jungkook. Yes, and they are both my second biases, actually, so that's why I ended up buying this version as well. But yes, so Wings was not my favorite release from them. I definitely would choose other releases over this one, but there's really good songs on here too. Cypher is really good, Am I Wrong is really good, Mama is really good, Stigma is really good. I do really like the title track. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is a classic for BTS. I listen to that song regularly. It's actually one of my favorite title tracks, but B-side-wise, this wasn't my favorite release, but that's okay. You don't have to love everything. Then I have the repack, You Never Walk Alone. Yes, this is the repackage. I have both copies of this as well. I do really love Not Today, though. Oh my gosh, Not Today is so good. But yes, I like this a lot. So yes, I have these. Oh my gosh, we're running out of space, but it's okay, kind of. Next we have the Love Yourself series, and I think the Love Yourself series is my favorite series from BTS. I do still love The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1, but yes, so I have 2 copies of Love Yourself Her. I have the L and the O version. I don't know, this was the first time they were released in Target, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna just start buying 2 copies for BTS. So I only ended up buying these 2. And for some reason, I've never felt the desire to go back and get the other 2. I might in the future. But yeah, so let me find the track list. But they used to release things like super quickly. Like they've slowed down a little bit recently, not that much, but physical album wise they have. Yes, track list for this. I don't know how well you can see this, but DNA, so good. Literally so good. Best of Me, and Mic Drop, Pied Piper. Oh my gosh. I love every song. Oh, track number 8. I love every song on this album. Like, it's so good. Like, I remember this coming out and being like, what? Because, you know, like I just said, Wings wasn't my favorite thing. And so I went through kind of a little period with BTS. Obviously a very short period where I was like, I don't know, like, if I like where their music is going. And so I'm not really sure how I'm feeling. But they released this and I was like, oh my god, this is like, this is the best album ever. So I really liked that. And then they released Tear, and Tear is my favorite album from BTS from start to finish. It is my favorite album. I love every single song on this album. I listened to this album on repeat for like months after, like months. Like I just listened to it so much, and so I can't say a single bad thing about this album. Like I literally still listen to this album regularly. Like this is so good. And yeah, so I have all 4 copies of this as well, which yeah, so then I was like, I'm gonna go back to buying all 4 copies for BTS. So that's kind of where we are currently. I do buy all Korean versions for them, and I love it. I think that it's okay that I am missing a couple of items in my discography. I'm kind of a completionist, so someday I'll probably go back and get the items I'm missing, but for right now, I am happy with what I have in my collection. So yes. Okay, things are gonna fall. Oh my gosh, don't fall. The last part of the series was Love Yourself Answer, so I do have all 4 copies of that as well. And then again, this was kind of like a compilation album, which had, I'm like running out of room to place things, but kind of a compilation album. As far as that goes, I love how pretty this is. Oh my gosh. But yes, this has a lot of the same songs from the other 2 albums that we just looked at, but you know, there's still some amazing songs on here. Idol is the title track of this release, and we love it. So look how pretty. Look how pretty. I don't know how we're going to continue, but we're going to continue. Next we have Persona. So I have all 4 copies of Persona. Some of them are in better condition than others. I'm currently working on replacing my super stun damaged ones. But yes, I do have all 4 versions of this. I just find the track list so hard. They just got to a point where like the track list was pretty invisible. I'm just gonna hold it off to the side. But so we've got this track list here. So Boy With Love is the title track, which is such a super fun song. I really love Boy With Love so much. Make It Right is such a jam. I listen to it all the time. Dionysus, a classic. I love that B-side. Home is so pretty. Did I talk about Microcosmos already? I love Microcosmos as well. And of course, Jamais Vu. And Make It Right is on here too. I don't know if I've talked about everything. I think I talked about everything. The intro is good too. I love this album a lot. And then I have purchased 7. I don't know how to show you this, but I have all 4 copies of Map of the Soul 7. I've actually done an unboxing, so I'll link my BTS unboxings up above if you would like to check them out, but we'll look at version 4 for this. So yes, we have the giant packaging for Map of the Soul 7. But yes, I don't remember where the track list is in this either. I think it's right here. So we have a lot of, it's another like compilation album kind of repack. But yes, I'm really happy they've never done packaging this large since then. Just because it takes up so much space on my shelf. But these albums are super pretty. So yeah, really, really nice. The title track for this was On. So good. On is so good. I listen to it all the time. And then the most recent release, of course, is B. So I have, this is actually the essential version. And then I also have the deluxe edition. So yes, this is the most recent physical album. I think they're planning on making another like physical comeback in June or July. But yeah, kind of hoping for June because I feel like it's been a while since B came out, but they're still delivering music to us, which is really nice. So we appreciate that. Thank you, BTS. Yes, I have all of my stuff in here. Yeah, this was kind of a different concept for them. Life Goes On is the title track, and I really like it. I think it's a super pretty song. I really love like the kind of music they've been releasing as singles though, so I really hope for their next like physical release we get a more like upbeat fun song. But of course I appreciate that BTS wanted to try out a couple of different concepts. So yes, so nice. Like this a lot. I still can't find the track list, but it's fine. And then before I move all this, we have BTS World. So I also have this, and then I do have the Time magazine they released. I don't collect Japanese things for BTS, and I don't collect a lot of their DVDs and kits and things. It's just kind of a lot. I was gonna buy an army bong because I was gonna go see them in 2020, but obviously none of us saw them in 2020, at least not in person. So yeah, so that is everything that I have. I'm gonna show you my photo card collection now, so let's do that. All right, so this is my photo card binder. I do keep Jin in this binder. He is my bias, like I said earlier, so I do collect his photo cards. I don't collect everything, but I collect at least his Korean release cards, though you will see things kind of sprinkled throughout here. But yes, I love my Jin collection. His cards are so cute. So I have everything up until his B selfie card. And then I collect OT7 for some things as well. So here I have the postcards from Persona, and then we have the cards from both versions of B and a couple of group cards. And then this is from the era where BTS had large cards. So yes, I have all of those, and that is everything. And then here is a quick overview of my shelf and how I have everything organized right now. So yeah, that is it for this video. Let's end it like this. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I'm trying to do more of these collection videos before I move out. So yes, I hope you are enjoying them so far. Let me know in the comment section down below what group I should do next. I've had a request to do ATs, so let me know your feelings on that. I also think NCT would be a fun one to do because I have a lot of NCT stuff. But yeah, let me know who you think I should do next, and let me know in the comments what your favorite album and your favorite member of BTS is. I'm very curious. And also your feelings on Butter. I love Butter. It's a bop. I listened to it all day yesterday and all day today. It's so, so good. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.